You know, it occurred to me that when talking to Trinitarians, the first thing that they defend is the fact that the word Trinity is not found in the Bible or the Holy Scriptures. And their defense is that even though the word Trinity is not in the Bible, the concept of the doctrine is. And of course, those of us who have researched on the Trinity doctrine and that we know the history, that we know how it came into the church, we know what verses they use to try to prove the Trinity throughout the centuries. And even modern Trinitarians are still using the same verses. They're using the same defensive strategies. But they're still wrong. And so it occurred to me that even the defense of saying that the word Trinity is not in the Bible, but the concept is, even that defense is ridiculous. And I want to share, for a few seconds, I want to share how I see this thing happening. You see, modern theologians are saying that the Trinity is found in the Old Testament. And they say that the concept of a multi-personal God is everywhere in the Old Testament. And that the Jews did not believe in a one God or Unitarian God, but they believed in a multi-personal God, which is a false statement, as you are going to see right now. Then they say that in the New Testament, the Trinity is also revealed, and so forth, and that the apostles and the disciples, they were all Trinitarian. This is what they say. That's what they claim. Apologists like Dr. James White, and there's others, Dr. Delcourt and Dr. Burgos, and they defend the Trinity, that it is found in the Bible, in the Old Testament, and in the New. So here is my take on all of that. If the Old Testament believers did believe in a multi-personal God, they didn't believe in just one God, one being, one person, as they say, then why didn't they come up with the word Trinity back then? Interesting. If they believed in a multi-personal God, if they believed that God was more than one in persons or divine beings or whatever you want to say, why didn't they call it the Trinity back there? We're talking about over 1,000 years and more. And then in the New Testament, if the disciples, according to Dr. James White and others, if the New Testament is seeped with Trinitarian theology, then why didn't they come up with the word Trinity in the New Testament? Hundreds of years, and no one ever spoke about a Trinity, even though they believed in a Trinity? You see how ridiculous that argument is now? When you compare that the word Trinity is not found in Scripture, we're talking thousands of years, and it never happened. So the fact that it wasn't mentioned in the Old Testament or in the New is a very big deal. It's not just saying, well, the word's not there, but the concept is, no. If thousands of years has passed by and no one named their God a Trinity or triune, something is terribly wrong with this. I know that if you are a reasonable person, you will agree with me that how can a doctrine bypass thousands of years and not be called by its rightful name? Because today, this is what everyone calls it, the Trinity. And if you don't believe in the Trinity, they call you a heretic. So how can this be that in the first few thousand years in the Old Testament, no one came up with a Trinity or calling God a Trinity? Why is it that in the New Testament, after Jesus and the apostles and then all the disciples according to James White, that they were steeped in Trinitarian theology, why is it that they never coined the word Trinity or triune or three persons or whatever you want to call them? It's not there in the New Testament either. So yes, it is a serious thing that the word Trinity is not found in Scripture. It is very serious because we're not talking about a manuscript that was given to us yesterday. We're talking about the Old Testament covenant and the New Testament covenant, which all took thousands of years. So there you have it. Another lie from Trinitarians where they insist that they're correct when they're totally wrong.